Hi everyone, hope you're all doing well. Today I was in a mall and I was seeing lots and lots of crowds everywhere. So hope you are all taking precautions in the revelry of welcoming the new year 2022. Be always safe, take all precautions. We don't want the repeat of Delta in this year as well. Let's end this corona once and for all. Coming back to the video, thank you so much for viewing this video. I hope this video is again informative like my previous videos. I have recently started and I request your support for growing my channel and giving all the information what I have learned in my entire C career. I would like all your comments so that I can know where I am doing good, what I can improve, so that I can give more and more better content for you to use in your daily operations. Please do like the video and share with as many people as possible, so that the information is given to everybody who is in the shipping industry. Not only ashore on ships, seafarers who want to understand what goes behind the scenes. And thank you so much for viewing this video till the end. Let's go into the video. And this video will be covering the engineering licenses. Last video we had covered the deck licenses with regulations, etc. This video will be covering the engine officers licenses. Ratings licenses we'll keep it for the next video. I want to keep all the videos short and sweet so that you can see and ingest part by part. Okay, thank you so much and let's go into this video. Licenses courses continued. We are going to see the engineering officer courses, rather licenses in this video, and we will see which is the what are the restrictions, what are the limitations which is there in the licenses of the engine side officers. First, we are divided into 4 types. That is the capacity, that is the rank. What is the rank, whether it is chief engineer, second engineer, third engineer, fourth engineer or something like that, PTO. Propulsion power. Propulsion power, here it is done in kilowatts. You have various categories of, more than this kilowatt, you have this requirement. More than this category, you have the other requirement, etc. etc. Area is again the trading area, which area the vessel is trading, and like what we saw in the deck side regulations, we have the engine side regulations. I should tell you where are we coming from, where did we start from? We started from STCW, which is Standard of Training, Certification and Watchkeeping for Seafarers. Then from there we learnt about the functions. What are the functions? What are the different kinds of functions? Which is there for deck side, which is there for engine side, etc. All those things we saw. Then the next one what we saw is what are the various licenses, what kind of licenses and what are the courses is there in the STCW convention. Then we saw what are the, then we started the licenses. Okay, licenses for deck officers. Now we are going to see the licenses of engine officers. Then after that we have the licenses of ratings. Then we will go to the courses. First is, this is OICEW. This is a little long. This is Officer in Charge of Engineering Watch. Okay, that is the full form of OICEW. That is basically third engineer and fourth engineer, junior engineers. And you have greater than 750 kilowatt. 750 kilowatt is, the requirement. Is the basis of how the certification is there. Worldwide, the trade is worldwide. And what regulation you need to see is 3/1. Okay, second one, the chief engineer and second engineer rank and greater than 3000 kilowatt. Here you don't have any requirement of 3000 kilowatt for junior officers, junior engineers, third engineer, fourth engineer. So it is only 750, more than 750 kilowatt. then it is 3 bar 1. 3 bar 1 doesn't talk anything specially about greater than 3000 kilowatt propulsion power. But for chief engineer and second engineer, 3 bar 2 specifically talks about propulsion machinery greater than 3000 kilowatt. Okay. Third one, chief engineer and second engineer between 750 and 3000 kilowatt worldwide. Again, this is covered by 3 bar 3. Okay, 3 bar 2 only covers greater than 3000 kilowatt. 3 bar 3 covers propulsion power between 750 and 3000 kilowatt. So how are we going to read the sheet? Basically, how is it going to help the crewing department when you are seeing the certificate of competency? Basically, what you will see the rank of the seafarer who is going to join your ship. Then you see what is the propulsion power of your ship. You know that, what is the propulsion power. If it is 2, then you add it. Like if you have 2 engines, there are ships which have 2 engines. So that is 1500 plus 1500. Then the total power is 3000 kilowatt. Okay, don't confuse that is 1000. It is total propulsion power is 3000 kilowatt. Okay. Then what you see, then where is the ship going to trade? Is there any specific area that is near coastal voyage, or it's going to be worldwide? You know the vessels, where is it going to trade, which vessel you are going to place the seafarer. Then you go to the certificate of competency, and then you see there where this regulation is mentioned there or not. Okay, as we saw in the deck side, 3 bar 2 is more than 3 bar 3. So if he has a 3 bar 2 certificate, he can go on a 3 bar 3 vessel. Okay, so that is clear. We will see a sample of certificate of competency also in the next video, where you will be clearly. I'll clearly show you what all needs to be checked and what all needs to be there. All those things we will discuss in the upcoming video, where I will take a sample certificate of competency and explain to you point by point. Okay. Next we will go to what we have seen in the last video is 3000 kilowatt. We all see all the worldwide. Now we are coming back to the near coastal voyages. Near coastal voyages, STCW doesn't tell anything. Like what they had mentioned in the deck side, engine side, they are not mentioning anything on near coastal voyages, and they are left it to the interpretation of the flag state or the country where they are going to issue the certificate of competency. Again, we saw what is the definition of flag and what is the definition of state. What is a flag state? What are endorsement? Those also we have seen. If you have not seen my video, please go to the video and you can see the information what is there on that. Next one, between 750 and 3000 kilowatt near coastal. Again, I've made the same demarcation like worldwide. Again, the STCW says, as per the flag state, they can have their own regulations for near coastal voyages of these kinds of vessels with propulsion power. Same, greater than 750 kilowatt near coastal. This is exactly same as 3 bar 1. Again, they are telling it is as per the flag state or the country of the issuance of certificate of competency. They can decide what is the rules and regulations and what is the requirement of that vessels trading in that area. One addition here is electro-technical officer greater than 750 kilowatt, and trade, there is only one worldwide trade which is 3 bar 6. This regulation talks about what is the COC he should have. There is also an engine room electrical rating that we will see with the rating certification. Okay, so these are the certifications of the engine side. We saw what we saw. To summarize, we saw OECEW, that is third engineer, fourth engineer, greater than 750, that is only power given in STCW. For worldwide, it is 3 bar 1. For near coastal voyages, it is as per the flag state. Coming to chief engineer and second engineer, you have two categories, greater than 3000, between 750 and 3000. That is worldwide is 3 bar 2 and 3 bar 3. And for near coastal, again it is as per the flag state. Okay. and for ETO, that is greater than 750 kilowatt, that is worldwide, and that is governed by the regulation 3/6. Any other combination which is not there, which will be as per the flag state. Again, as I mentioned in my previous video, all these details are given in the certificate of competency. All the explanation are also given in the certificate of competency, so that you can easily refer and then understand what certification that specific flag state is issuing. Okay. Now we have something called the levels of responsibility. We have seen, there are different ranks we have seen. So basically, the responsibility also will differ between, for example, on the deck side, you have AB, or you have third officer, second officer, or chief officer and master. They do the same function. The function is same, but their levels of responsibility will completely be different, right? The ratings will have less, the master will have high. So the STCW also has a different levels of responsibility, which we will see it in the next video. Okay, so there are different levels of responsibility which we'll cover in the next video. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end. I'm sure you have got something from this video. Please do share with all your friends and groups where they deal with seafarers and they are required to know about the documentation. We will have many more videos like this coming with more information. And as I always tell, please do comment and tell me how the video was, any improvement required. Where do you feel I could have given more information, so that I could give you better content. I need to transfer all my knowledge to as many people as possible, and that is my aim. So please help me do that. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.